All right, welcome for our inaugural video for the NBA DFS to introduce our new video, Triple Threat, an NBA DFS showcase specializing on DraftKings, and we're going to start off today, Monday, 11/17. All right, so one thing we want to jump right into is to explain what is a triple threat from our perspective. And a triple threat from my perspective, is a person on the court who just has all the tools. He can do it all. He can dribble, drive, right? Give you the headsy, cross you over, get to the cup, finish, dish, create for others. That's one aspect. Can also pass with the best of them. Luka Doncic, behind the back, eyes in the back of his head, like Magic Johnson. They can do everything. And then last but not least, they can shoot the lights out with the best of them. Step back like a Wembanyama, Steph Curry, shoot lights out from the perimeter. So a triple threat is giving you all that offensive pressure, all the pressure they're putting on the defense because they can just do everything. But in today's DFS landscape, this is where we separate ourselves here at GAB. We want to also go for the guys who can give you the defensive stats. They can play both ends of the court. That's why we're going to really hammer hard on the dudes that we like, those two-way players. I really like to roster those guys on a regular basis. You'll see as we go along the type of players that I'm talking about. I don't want to give too much away as we enter this space, but just follow along with us on this journey. Thank you for coming in. And let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. All right. We are gentle and blissful, gifted and beautiful, generous and benevolent, and most appreciatively grateful and blessed. We are GAB Sports, guidelines to achieve and build. Yes, it's your boy Young Moolah, and as I said, we're entering into the basketball landscape here at DFS. We thank you for tuning in here to our inaugural show for the NBA DFS showcase. And so this will be an amazing journey. Please take the time, like the video, subscribe to our channel, and come along with us during this process. So we're going to jump right into our top plays of the day here on DraftKings. All right. All right. We're here to bring you today's triple threats, the as we want to call it, on today's DraftKings slate for November 17th, 2025. And we're going to start off at the point guard position today. And we're coming with Brandon Williams of the Dallas Mavericks. And lately he's been starting with Cooper Flagg now moved off the ball. And that has been a benefit to this team as they're playing a little bit smoother. They have a natural point guard here, a lead guard, and Brandon Williams, who's actually playing pretty well here lately in this starting role. And he's actually over the past 4 out of 5 games, he's came in with a little bit over 1.09 fantasy points per minute, and that's in a little over 30 minutes per game. So our first play in the triple threats of today is Brandon Williams coming in at 5,100 point guard position for the Dallas Mavericks today against Minnesota. Our second play of the triple threats, we have Lonzo Ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And one thing that Lonzo is offering us today is that position versatility that we like so well here on DraftKings. He's coming at the point guard and shooting guard flexibility, so you can stash him. I would like to play him at the shooting guard most likely today, so I can throw in that extra point guard. And Cleveland's visiting Milwaukee today in a divisional clash, and Lonzo's coming in at 5,000, a nice affordable price tag. And with Garland out these past couple of games, Lonzo has flirted with like 1.5 fantasy points per minute over these past couple of games, and that's a very good rate. And we're assuming that maybe he gets 22 to 25 minutes, hopefully, today, because Lonzo seems to be kind of limited in that range. And so we're not expecting the guy to play 30-plus minutes. So that's kind of leave our expectations a little tempered here to where 24 minutes, and we forget 1.5 points per minute for Lonzo as he's continued to do these past couple of games. That will be sufficient enough. And the Bucks, they're not really a pace-up team here for the Cavaliers. It's actually a slight pace down, but the pace is still significant enough because the Bucks are, middle of the pack. So Lonzo Ball coming in as our second triple threat today. Lonzo Ball, 5,000 for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Our third pick is another guy who offers us tremendous position versatility, and that would be at the shooting guard small forward position. That's Jaime Jaquez for the Miami Heat, who are once again paired up against the New York Knicks, which they just had a very tantalizing affair last Friday, and this is just another repeat performance, right? Hopefully we're getting the same kind of a pace, same kind of a game flow. And where the Heat have really missed Bam and Tyler Herro, right? Because those are the two primary playmakers for this team. And so they're really sorely lacking in playmakers and that scoring punch. And so Jaime Jaquez has filled in very admirably in this role of being a playmaker and scorer for the Miami Heat in their absence. And he's going to continue to need that here today against the Miami Heat. And so we have Jaime Jaquez coming in at 6,900, our third triple threat play of the day. Coming in as our fourth play for today, we have none other than, we got to stick to that same game, Karl Anthony Towns. I mean, what can we say? Friday, he was a smash play, probably the top play of the day on Friday's slate in this same matchup, but it was over in New York this time. This time they're flying down south to Miami, but we still expect the same type of performance. Brunson is once again out, and that always means a tremendous usage spike for Karl Anthony Towns here for the New York Knicks. And the Heat are one of our favorite teams because they provide that game environment, that electric game environment of the ultra fast pace. So again, repeat, rinse. Let's go with Karl Anthony Towns as our fourth triple threat of the day. 9,500, Karl Anthony Towns. And our final play that we want to go over for the we're going to go with our center position. We're coming with Jakob Poeltl for the Toronto Raptors. And one thing about Jakob Poeltl, he seems to be underpriced as to what he can bring to the table. Just last year, right, he was sometimes routinely up around 7K because he can instantly give you those double-doubles, which are so valuable. Add a few stocks here and there. And he's starting to get round into form, round into shape, because he started off the season a little bit slow, but he's starting to really slowly get into that groove. And so we got a very tantalizing price here at 5,800. And so we're going to utilize him in tons of lineups today. That's Jakob Poeltl as our center, and as our center triple threat of the day. Look for that double-double. So rounding it out, we're going to recap our triple threats of today. We have point guard Brandon Williams, 5,100 for the Dallas Mavericks. We have Lonzo Ball, 5,000 for the Cleveland Cavaliers. We have Jaime Jaquez for the against the New York Knicks, playing for the Miami Heat at 6,900. And we have Karl Anthony Towns playing for the Knicks against the Miami Heat, coming out a robust 9,500, but he's well worth it today. And then we have Jakob Poeltl rounding it out at the center position for the Toronto Raptors at home against the Charlotte Hornets at 5,800. Those are your top plays on DraftKings. Utilize them correctly. Mix them up. Use 3 or 4 at a time. Even all 5. Take this to the bank because we will be using this today as we seek a top finish today in our contests. Thank you. Specialize starting off this series. I wanted to just specialize in building bankrolls, right? And how we're going to do that, we're going to start off focusing on just a few lineups. So we're going to enter in mostly single entry and 3 max contests. So we're going to build a single entry lineup today to start off. All right. Okay. So remembering some of our top plays that we have, our triple threats of the day, we're going to go ahead and start right off with what we will call our homeboy, Hubie Hammond, which is our top play of the day here on DraftKings. That guy who's just going to go hard as a mother. Shut your mouth. That dude who's just going to go relentless, and he's just going to just bring us all the money. The guy you just have to have. We have one of those dudes listed in our triple threats of the day. Yes, this guy right here. He's got the pristine matchup. He just proved it Friday that it's a win-win situation. How can this guy fail? I mean, they can always fail, right? But we're just going to think positive and just going to say he's going to ham. Our Hubie Hammond play of the day is Karl Anthony Towns of your New York Knicks. So we're going to start off our lineup with that guy. And this contest is entered in the $40 single entry, the 20K mid-range jumper. All right. It's only 583 strong ones. They will all be coming with some strong lineups. And so will we. So we're going to start center our lineup around Karl Anthony Towns. Okay. And just following some of the news here earlier today, we learned that Miles McBride is available today for the New York Knicks as well. So we're going to go ahead and punch him in at the shooting guard position. All right. And at the small forward, we want to stick to this game. We are coming strong with this game, no doubt about it. It will be super chalky. But we're also going to put our other play triple threat of the day. One of the other ones, we're going with Jaime Jaquez. Okay. Now, what do we want to do at the center spot? We're sticking with this game. Yes, we are. Let's see. We'll go ahead and put our center for the Miami Heat, Khalil Ware. We're going to put him in that game as well. And we also like our other center. So we definitely want to do 2 centers today. So since he has only center eligibility, we're going to put Jakob Poeltl in the utility spot. All right. And so now we have a point guard and guard and forward positions to fill with an average salary of $5,800. So is there another top play that we are seeking to get into our lineups today? So I have to ask myself this. And I would say that we do like us some Julius Randle at 8,100 today. And that Dallas game is offering us some value because their 2 centers are both out. Let's see what we got up front for the Dallas Mavericks today. Both of their centers are out. And Anthony Davis continues to be out. PJ Washington coming in at 6,900 might get a lot of run at the power forward spot, as well as the center spot. He might even get some center run. So, do we want to go with PJ? Or do we want to go with a cheaper version, Najee Marshall? That's a tough question. It's a very tough question. I think we're going to go with, let's try PJ at first and see what our lineup looks like. Okay, now we can get 5,300 per slot, 2 positions. Okay, let's put Brandon Williams. I combined the 2 names. Brandon Williams in there. And that leaves 5,500 for the other guard position. Okay. 5,500. Oh, wow. Interesting choice. We kind of like Jarris Walker today. There's quite a few people out. I think Nesmith is even out. Jarris Walker, 30 minutes. His play has been tailing off lately, but all right, let's try a little bit of trial and error. Let's go ahead and try the other forward, Najee Marshall, who's a little cheaper than PJ Washington. He's coming in at 5,500. Okay. Let's try Lonzo. Then we got 7K for guard. Quickly, we kind of do like Quickly and Pirtle against this Charlotte team. Grimes should have a bigger role, but Paul George is coming back. I think Quickly is a very interesting play here. Dallas is coming off of overtime game last night, so they could be just slightly fatigued here. I don't want to lean too heavily into them today. So that's why we'll go with Lonzo Ball, who's at home against Cleveland, actually, not on the road. We want to clarify that. We're going to go with Quickly. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. There you have our lineup for today's single entry contest. We are starting with Lonzo Ball in a matchup at home against the Milwaukee Bucks. Then we have Miles McBride on the road in that explosive New York Knicks Miami game, coming in at a very affordable 4,300. And we are going to take 4 pieces out of that game with Jaime Jaquez, Karl Anthony Towns, our homeboy Hoobie Hammond, play of the day. And then we will also include Khalil Ware at the center position from that same game. Then we got 2 Toronto Raptors, Emmanuel Quickly and Jakob Poeltl. Rounding out the roster, we chose Najee Marshall for the Dallas Mavericks today at Minnesota. All right, so we'll go ahead and enter that right now. But always be mindful, as we need to be in basketball, of any late breaking news that can just bring tremendous value somewhere. Somebody could be ruled out, which always elevates a player in the given game. And so just always be mindful to keep track of the breaking news for NBA basketball. But that will do it for today. For joining us for our inaugural NBA video. All right. Please, once again, take the time, like the video, subscribe to our channel, follow us on social media, the very tip-top 0.1% finishes, because we are here to build lineups and build bankrolls here at GAB Sports. Thank you for tuning in. Good luck to you.